Welcome back to Silverrun. We are in September finally. It only took 5 episodes to get to September. But I've been doing a lot of work. As you can see here on the train, we have 2 of the 12-meter cargo containers, and they are full of lumber or timber. So we're going to sell it. We're down here at the container sell point. Got the Volvo. So let's get this loaded off here. So you see I'm at $31,000. Actually, I bought a Tedder, which had popped in the used vehicle section. So I bought that. It was $20,000, I think. It's the big Tedder by Pottinger. And I picked up a collectible. I saw one, I picked it up, and I got $50,000 for that collectible. So that's where we are. We're down close to nothing, and there we are, almost another $160,000 for that one container. Now I am on easy mode, and some of you may think that that's just too easy, and generally I would agree. I don't normally play on easy mode, but for this particular playthrough I wanted to, because I did want to be able to buy a lot of equipment. That was actually more, 160, almost 164,000. Interesting. So, oh, I know what it was. Yeah. So a little story to tell you. I had this bright idea that I could just take the excavator and cut the trees right out of the head, just kind of line it up and spit it right into the the wood or timber container. Well, I tried it, and just so happens that it sucked it up in there before it was done cutting, and so it took the whole tree and put it in the timber container. And I got the warning saying you would, you know, the dummy warning, you put the wrong size log in here. So that's why that first one was a little bit less. That makes sense. So don't try that. Don't try that. That's the collectible I picked up. I saw it sitting out there on that little island of dirt there in the middle of the river. So I grabbed it, and it was 50,000. So we're back in the money, which is a good thing because I need to buy some equipment. So let's let a helper take this back to the farm, and we will go ahead and buy some equipment. That ding you heard was auto drive taking the mining cart back up to the mine. So real quickly, let's take a look at the productions that I have. We still have plenty of wood in the sawmill, and it's actually making, we need to go look at that. I need to show you something with that here later on. And you see I'm up to 40,000 liters of ore in the smelting production, so that's doing really good. And it is making some metal products. So what we need to do right now is we need to buy a skid steer. So I'm going to go with the Kubota skid steer, mainly because it's the heaviest. If we look down here, 2.9, 4.4, 3.9, 5.3. So we're going to go with the biggest one. I know it's the most expensive, but that's okay. We're going to grab it. We have plenty of money. So we're going to buy that, and then we need a breaker. We need a rock breaker, so let's go ahead and pick that up. That's down here on the end. I wish you could color select these Paladin tools. All right, that's another 9,000. And then we will need a trailer and a bucket at some point, but let's go ahead and hop out here. So you do see I do have some of the leftover products from the field. I did get the field planted with grass, with lime out fertilizer and seeds. It's ready to go, and it has gone ahead and sprouted and is growing. So the grass field is doing good, and I've actually done a lot of work, a lot of logging work, and I've made a new field. We'll take a look at that here in just a moment, because we're actually going to head out to that field because we need to get some of these rocks broken out of it. It looks a lot different here with the factory positioned in this location. So if we drive past, we'll see that we do have quite a few metal rolls out here, and they sell for a good profit, so that's going to be really good. You see I've decorated that area over there just a bit, and then out there you see a lot of the trees have been taken down, and I have gone ahead and plowed up this field here. So we're going to try to get rid of these rocks here. Let's see, how do we do this? Just turn it on. Okay, it's broken up, and there we go. We have a pile of rocks. Huh. That's pretty neat. So we have 3 rock piles in this field we need to get rid of. I've already ground out the stumps with the excavator. We did the plowing. And that's all. We hadn't put any lime or fertilizer or anything out. We're just getting the field ready, getting it set up. Oh, you don't even have to activate it. It does it automatically. Huh. I do think this is a neat thing that they have implemented into the game. This map is not conducive to having very large fields, so in order to get stones for either different productions or lime production, things like that, you put these rocks in to give you a little extra stones. I think it is a great feature. So I guess if you have the tool activated, it will automatically trigger when it gets over a stone, and then once it's all busted up, it stops. And I can turn it off there. So that's cool. I like that. Very, very neat. So now we need to pick that up. We do have some contracts available for this rock or stone busting, but I haven't done any. Don't really need to do any contracts at this very moment. I thought I was going to have to. Oh, here's another. Oh yeah, that's a rock pile there. So yeah, the 3 rock piles we need to pick up. And I think what I'm going to do, we need a bucket. We don't have a bucket yet. I don't know what to do. That little loader over there, I think we're probably going to end up needing it somewhere. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy a bucket for this guy. I mean, it'll be a 1 scoop deal, so let's just do that. And I think at some point we're going to need this to help pick up some wood chips from the sawmill. So let's get a bucket for it, and then we'll go pick up those rocks. Let's zip back down here to the shop. You see at the shop that tedder, like I said, it was on the or in the used vehicle section. So I just grabbed it. It was a little bit more than a smaller tedder, but it's really big, and it'll make short work of any grass fields that we or hay work, I guess, that we will do. So let's see here. Where is our Where's our... Oh, it's under wheel loaders. Okay. And let's just see what bucket may work. 5,000, 3,500, 10,000. There we go. I think that is what we want to go with. It's quite a bit more. I think that'll be it. 10,000. Yes. I am buying a lot of stuff, just kind of willy-nilly. Not really worried about price. I think we're going to be okay. We've gotten to some tight spots so far, but we've always found a way to get out of it. So we're going to go with the biggest we can just to make short work of it. I actually need to hit those rocks there in the grass area. So let's see if we can pick up these rocks. Don't quite have the bucket down far enough. There we go. There we go. So 12,000 liters of rocks. No, 1,200, almost 1,300 liters of rocks out of that pile. Up to 32, so actually more out of that one. So it looks like they are different amounts out of each rock. I'm not sure how they've calculated that. Alright, so we've picked up all three of those piles and we have 4,500 liters of rocks, which is quite a bit actually. Quite a bit. It would take you hours, it seems like, of rock picking in a field to get that many rocks. So that's actually not bad. And we can actually take those up to the rock crusher, which is up near the mine, and get those put in there. So we'll go ahead and bust up these two rocks here while we're at it and get those scooped up and out of the way. This is a big rock here. Looks like a big pile of rocks there too, so that's neat. They have, I guess, made the sizes varying, so you don't get the same look and amount every time. That's pretty cool. And another reason I went with the Kubota skid steer is because it, once again, is DLC related, so that's what we're trying to kind of theme it on with this playthrough. A lot of DLC type stuff. Alright, back in the big loader. That one pile looks pretty large. We may get close to filling the bucket up here. 58, and let's get this pile here. Up to 78. So, let's see. I need to put these somewhere, I think. I guess we'll just drop it right here for now. And then we'll pick it up later. I guess I could have left it in the bucket. Alright, so we have some of these we could sell. We don't really need the cash at the moment. We're just going to let them keep going. And then we need to get, let's see, what do we, oh, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put a sheep pen in because I want to start making some wool so that we can make some fabric so that we can build a boat. That is one of my goals here on the playthrough. So you see, I've moved my logging operation down the road a ways, and I've really focused on this little area over here. It's kind of a nice high and flat area. I think this would be a great place to put in a shed. so that we can start storing equipment. I've got some smaller, shorter logs stacked out here. We need to get those picked up at some point. I do have a bunch of stumps that I need to clear out. But I was looking at right down here, I think we're going to put the sheep in probably somewhere right in here. Let's see where I am. I need to get my bearings here because I have a plan for the future. The house is down here on this hill somewhere, right up here, I believe. Yeah, so actually, you know what? I think it would maybe better to put the sheep over here. Yeah, this will work out better. We'll do this. We'll put the sheep besides the bunker silo. That's what we'll do. I think right in here, we'll let them wander out through the trees. That'll work. Little change of plans. So we're just going to use the Elk Mountain open range sheep pen here. Let's see where. Oh, that is cows. Whew. Glad I didn't put that down. I think what we'll do, we'll let them kind of wander the hillside here. I think this will work out good. Hopefully it will. I need to find a little bit flatter spot here so that we can get this put in. We may have to go back to the other side. That's not going to work. Let's see. We don't want them by the road. We don't want them in the pond. That's not going to work. I may need to find a smaller pen. Let's see what we can do. Alright, well, I couldn't get the Elk Mountain one to go anywhere I wanted it to, so a couple minutes of looking through the mod hub, I found this one here. Now, this is actually an interesting one. I do have a stump left out there, and a couple trees I can't get to now unless we cut them down by hand. There's no gates to get inside this fence, it doesn't look like. But where I put it was here on my farm. So you see the smelter, the road that goes back here, the field. So we've just dropped it in back here. It was a fairly flat area that we could get to. So we've dropped it in. And so now I want to buy some sheep. And the neat thing about this particular pen is it has water. I don't have to bring water to the sheep. So we're just going to buy a few sheep. Let's go with the black sheep. Let's go with the black sheep. And we're going to go ahead and get the full-grown ones, just so we don't have to wait for wool production. And let's start out with 10. 10 sheep. Not too many, but that'll get us going. And so now we have sheep. So I do need some hay for the sheep. So I need to buy some of that. I guess I'll just buy a bale for now. Let's see. Hay. They don't sell grass, so we'll just buy some hay for them. And that should be plenty. We'll just buy one. And let's go find something we can get it with. Let's see. I think we can use the wheel loader. Drop the bucket off right here. And we'll grab these forks, the pallet forks. Now, I know this is made for the cargo containers. I think it'll stab the bale good enough to get it over here. At least this one time. We'll try to do something different going forwards. I don't imagine we're going to have to do too much with the sheep. They don't normally take a whole lot of care. They're pretty self-sufficient, so it should be minimal work. It's the only animal I plan on having during this playthrough. And matter of fact, I didn't want to have any animals, but we need some fabric. We need some wool to make fabric. So let's see, will that stick in? Yes, it will. Alright, so we'll get this over to the sheep. Yeah, I really wanted to focus this playthrough on the logging and production aspect of what's available. But we do need to make the cloth so that we can make, or the fabric I guess it is, so that we can build a boat. Alright, let's drop this off to the sheep. Hopefully I didn't get it close enough. I don't think. Let's see. There we go. There we go. And I believe it looks like the pallets are going to spawn here. So I need to get this tree taken out right here. That's going to be right in the trigger zone. And let's take a look at the menu here and see how the sheep are doing. About halfway on the food, but that'll be good. And as time ticks on, their health and production should pick up. So then we have some sheep. We have sheep. And as a matter of fact, I don't know if we mentioned it, but this particular pasture holds 45. So we won't have too many to deal with, but that should be enough to get us some decent wool production. So now what do we need to do? First of all, we need to grab this tractor. We're just going to drop this winch off here. I got to get organized. I need to clean some space out so I can get a shed put in. But things are just sitting out right now and kind of scattered about. But we're going to drive down here and pick up the plow. Because what we're going to do is go ahead and hit those last couple spots in the field and get that taken care of. So then this field will be ready to start doing some field work in. Oh, overshot it. Overshot it. Let's see. Here we go. I've got field creation on. And that's all that took. Alright, that is all we need to do. Just those two spots. Believe it or not, the plow actually went around a lot of the stumps when I was plowing up the field, so there wasn't really much of a problem getting it done. Okay, so now what we're going to do now, I think, will I have enough money? I may not. We've got to get a pallet fork. And I think what we're going to do, we're going to get a pallet fork for the skid steer. And the wheel loader at some point. What are we going to do here? We've got a lot we need to do. I think we're going to sell some things. Alright, so I think I've decided what we're going to do. In order to not have to upgrade so much stuff, we're going to go ahead and jump in and buy this large trailer here. This is the low loader. It's by Schwarzmüller. Schwarzmüller. I guess I'm butchering that. Yeah, we're going to buy this. Kind of keep it default. $56,000. And while we're at it, I'm going to go ahead and buy one of the new Volvo trucks. Now, there's a couple different ones. Actually, let me hop over here to the expansion tab. And so we have 3 to choose from. Now, I really want this one. I really do. But I don't know. Well, we will have enough money, I think. I thought about going with the small Globetrotter here. I think I want, you know what? I want to go with the big one. 149. We have enough. So I do want to go with the triaxle, and we're going to go with the short. We don't want it too long, because if you stretch it out, we'll never get this thing turned around. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. We might not be able to afford it just yet. Ooh, we're not going to be able to afford it. No. If we go with the tandem, we can. But I want the triaxle. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I do want to get and use this one, so we'll get this one too, or for now, and start with it. Let's see, what are we? 470, 45, 500. Yeah, we'll get the big engine because I don't want to struggle, and we'll go with the narrow tires. Sun shield. Nah. We'll take that off. Take the design off. It looks a little too 80s or 70s for me. Additional lights. Yes, throw some lights. I like lights. We'll put a beacon on there just because. No, let's take the beacon off. Yes, the mud flaps, and we'll go with the small fuel tank. Let's check our colors. Let's do. Ooh, that's orange. How about that dark red like that? That looks good. Let's make our chassis black. Let's do a white grille. That looks sweet, huh? Let's do white rims. All right. 124,000. Hopefully it works with that trailer. Should be right down here at the shop. That red doesn't quite match the trailer. I wish it did, but that'll be okay. Interesting sound. Let's check the inside. I hadn't looked at this truck yet. Pretty nice interior. Got a little sleeper back there. Sunroof or escape hatch, I'm not sure. Alright. So let's get hooked up to the trailer. Now the reason I'm doing this is because we need to start hauling some goods, as well as being able to haul our machines as well. So this trailer is supposed to be a low loader with ramps, I hope. It says it can haul machines. Let's take a look at this. Unfold. Aha. There we go. And then we do have, ooh, I like the beacon on the back. Very nice. So what we're going to do, we are going to park this right here. We'll unfold it. And then let's shut it off, because we need to take the skid steer. Let's see, where do we drop this? Right here. And we need a pallet fork for it. Let's get over here to the shop and stop, so we don't have a wreck. And let's find it here real quickly. I could get the big bag handler. That would actually make loading these pallets a little easier, but I think what we're going to do, I like the Paladin forks. The CSE forks are pretty nice, but I like the way that the Paladin fork has the framework there, the safety frame. Let's go with that, and we can change the color. Let's make it, let's just leave it gray. All right. A lot of buying. We bought a lot of stuff. Spent a lot of money. That's kind of the point, right? All right. We can grab this and take it over. And then we'll load up a few of these metal pallets, I guess is what they are. So the neat thing is we can actually, let's see, if we park the skid steer about there, so we would still have all of this room as well as this top deck up here to place pallets. I wonder what these things are. These black things right there. I'm not sure what that is. Let me hop in here and see if there's any other options. Let's see. Come on. Oh, what is it? Okay, so you can change the width of the ramps. Oh. Wow, okay. Oh, I bet that is for those cargo containers. You can stretch it out. Wow. And then what do we have? Ah. Look at that. You can actually make it wider for your larger equipment. Very, very cool. Let's see, is that everything? I think it is. Straps all down it. Very good. Okay. Enough messing around. Let's see if this skid steer will pick up these pallets. Hopefully it will. Let's see, can I see this from the inside view? Yeah, pretty good. Now a forklift would probably work a little better at picking these up. But the skid steer will come in handy because we have other things it can do. Let's see if I can get two at a time here. Probably should have given myself a bit more room. Can't see any, yep, can't see anything there. There we go. Whoa, a little bit heavy. But it did it. Oh, wow. I thought they had disappeared, but it was the camera going through the building there. Ooh, that scared me. Probably actually get 3 across here if I need to. So we'll drop them down right there. See if we can't get up. There we go. Very good. Very good. So let me get the rest of these loaded up here. I'm going to go ahead and load them all. And then we're going to head up to the lumber yard. And we're going to grab some of the stuff that's up there. Actually, a little bit surprising at that area, and it's kind of interesting. I'll show you what I have discovered. We already know. Now I'm going to show you because it was new to me. Alright, we have made it all the way up here to the sawmill. As you can see, I got the metal rolls on the trailer, as well as the skid steer. We're going to bring it up here and help with unloading these products. So, this makes sense to be the location where your products spawn. A big area here. You got the triggers here, and obviously there's already 2 things here. And I was up here, wonder where my stuff was, because there was nothing hardly in storage, and this shop has been running for a good while now, and I'm not getting anything out of it. I thought it was broken, as a matter of fact. My wood chips kept, as you can see, it's only at 9 liters, and if you look in the menu, I'm supposed to get 120 for every 560 planks, and I'm just wondering where my wood chips were going as well as my products. So I thought things were bugged and I was losing my stuff, but what is happening is the wood chips Actually, once they drop out of the thing there, they stack up here on the ground, and they're no longer seen in the production facility because they're basically tipped out onto the ground. So I do have some wood chips there. So I figured that out. And then I'm wondering where my products were because I'm not seeing them there. Well, they're over here. I happened to notice. So I walked over, saw the trigger markers, and then saw all of the products that the sawmill's made. So we've made a bunch. So I have a lot of loading to do, which is why I brought the trailer up here. So let's hop in the truck and get going with that. Now I don't think I'm going to be able to fit everything on here, but what we're going to do is just take a little bit of each, and we're going to go ahead and take it down to the shipyard, boatyard, and try to get some of it into the boatyard so that we can start building the boat. Now the neat thing is, if you wanted to do it, the train runs right by this loading station, so you could actually have a forklift or something and load those products onto a train and move it around. And I think that's really neat that they've set that up that way so that you can do that. Much more user-friendly with the train. You've got more options with the loading ramps and everything scattered about. So I think that's really neat how they have incorporated the train into this map. Alright, so I think we need some of these planks. So we'll get a couple pallets of these. I do feel like a forklift up here would be really nice, as well as the big bag lifter. I think that may actually prove to be rather useful. Let's see, are these pallets as wide as those? Let's see. It looks like it. Let me get that strap over that one so that we don't lose it. I also think that once autoload trailers become available for these productions, that people will use those. I don't mind loading a few pallets, but that's just part of a day's in-game time. So yeah, you could be making some large quantities of pallets on this map with all the productions. Let's see, we can get this in there just a little better. I feel like the straps are kind of hokey at this moment. I think we're going to see a patch probably have to come out to fix that, because everything wants to jiggle and wiggle when it gets strapped in. I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't seem, you see the truck is actually trying to move around just a bit, and it has something to do with the pallets being strapped in. Same thing with the logs. There's some dynamic that's just not happy, not quite tweaked right. Well, you know what? I probably should not. Let's see, maybe I can stack these on top, because we're going to need some space for some of the longer pallets. Yeah, I can do that. We can put one on top of each of these. Hopefully, this gets to reach. Yeah. No problem. Although, the forks are hitting the metal. I think that'll ride. Let me go ahead and get the strap on so I don't bump it off whenever I put the other pallet up there. And we'll grab one more. I do like how they spaced the pallets out around these posts. The other ones were on the other side, so they've considered these posts being in the way with the pallet spawn points. So that is good thinking. So this will be the last one of these. Now I could load all of them up and take them somewhere to sell, but we're gonna wait because I'm really not sure what's going to take what and how much we're going to need of each. So we will just take those 4 for now. See that, how it gets all jiggly? Where did that strap go? There we go. Alright, so now I think we need some of these long pallets. Oh, what is going on here? We got a traffic jam, folks. Alright, so hopefully the skid steer can pick these up. I think they should be able to. Let's see. Oh, yeah, no problem. And I think I might be able to grab 2. Maybe? Ooh, if I'm careful. Try not to sling it off. Now, ideally, I would drive up the ramps and stack them crossways, but I'm a little nervous about doing that, so we're just going to stack them like this. Oh, I have hit something. There we go. Can we get 3 across? Maybe. I think we can. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and strap those in, just so we don't bump them with the next load. I wonder why these cars are stuck here. There must be something going on with that little crossing. Alright, we got those 2. I think what I'm going to do is set these on top up here on these other 2. Oop, oop, hit the go button there just a little too much. Look at that. It's nice when a plan comes together. It's starting to look like a proper freight hauling rig. Alright, so let's grab a couple more because I think these long planks we'll need a bunch of. So because this one is going on the other side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down. We're going to grab this one. I'm sorry for the fast camera movements. I'll just go, oh, there we go. And then we will get this other one. We'll carry both stacked like this. And I think this stack will go on the other side, and it will match up with the other ones. And no, putting this on the trailer with the straps on is not realistic. I know my forks are sticking through. Let's see if we can get the angle down so to go underneath. There we go. There we go. How about that? Where is my straps? There it is. Where's the strap? Oh, there it is. Get one more. There we go. Well, that buckle got twisted there. Alright, so we're getting this trailer loaded up. So I'm gonna take the walls down. I think we have room. Let's see if we can grab one of those. Maybe two. I'm not sure what will fit. Now these will go down to the roller coaster. Oops, let's see, it bumped into it just there. I don't know how heavy these are. Well, they're not too bad. But I can only carry one at a time. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so these... Let's see. Yeah. We would need the longer forks probably on the wheel loader. Probably be best. Alright, so I think we're going to be good. We'll be able to put this on and then still have room to haul the skid steer with us. Let's see, could we put two across? I don't think so. We'd have to go up the ramps and stack them in that way. So we're just gonna go with one. Let me get the straps on that. And we're gonna load the skid steer back up. I could stack higher, but we're just gonna go with that load for now. It's kind of a trial run. I'm not sure how much some of this productions will take. So let's get the skid steer up here just on the trailer. I don't want to get into that pallet too much, so we're going to stop there. We'll get it strapped in, and we're going to head on into town and get some of this stuff unloaded. So we'll have to say, this truck is, it seems a little bit underpowered for this load. Even coming down the hill there on the asphalt, it could not even reach top speed. So if you're thinking about, ooh, well, the brakes are good. If you're thinking about getting this truck and this trailer combination, just keep that in mind. It does seem to be a little on the low side. Let me see, which horsepower did I get? And I got the 500. So it's even got the upgraded engine. So yeah, I think we need more horsepower when we're pulling heavy loads like this. But this truck would be good. I think we can use it for some other things that maybe don't take so much horsepower. We're going to head on down here to the shipyard and we'll start getting unloaded. Alright, so we are down here at the boatyard, and you see on the bottom right of the screen, it will tell you the requirements for each step of the boat building process. So I believe the first step will be building the frame or the hull of the ship or boat. So we need to get in the materials for that. So it says it needs planks, long planks, wood beams, metal, and floor tiles. Now, one thing I don't have is the floor tiles, and so we may have to get that factory or production in order to make those. But we do have the wood planks, the metal, and everything else. So let's go ahead and get some of these straps taken off. I'm not going to take too many off at a time. Now I could have just pulled through the trigger and everything would have just come off the trailer, I believe. But we're going to get, so we need, how much do we need? Let's see. It says we need 9,000 long planks. So how much is in each pallet? Only 1,000. Wow, okay. So we're going to need to make several trips down, it appears. Now what I don't know is if we, I hope we get paid for this. If we look at the payment menu, the prices menu, we go down to long planks. So yeah, the Boatyard 6039. It's actually the highest here locally, but we could actually put it on the train and send it to Elm Creek and make quite a bit more. But that's okay. We do want to get the boat built. So let's get them sold here. So I think the trigger is right here in front of the building. Yep, there they go. And there we go, 24,000. Not too bad. Let's see, is traffic stopped here? Can I get out the road? Yep, looks like they're stopped for me. That truck is sliding a bit. Ooh, almost lost it. Almost lost it. There we go, another 12,000. And if we hop out of the machine, so you see it looks like there's planks in storage. And I guess as the boatyard uses it, we do have sound in here now. Sounds like they're doing some work. So that is very neat. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get the rest of this offloaded. Only need 2 of these metals, I believe. So we'll get this unloaded. Whoa, it just wanting to slide there. And then we'll take the rest of it maybe over to the roller coaster. And I'll do that off camera. And I think those planks are going to fall off on the road. Oh, let me go grab those real quick. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. They fell. Well, I got some mess to clean up. We'll leave it there. We'll get the rest of this unloaded into the boat building location. And then we'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please click the thumbs up button if you did. Subscribe to my channel if you hadn't done so. I'll see you next time.